Here is women have fought hard to break barriers, and of course Amina Mohammed, they're spearheading this fight and journey that women have come. I mean, in your view, William,
Yes.
especially in Kenya, what is the standing of women right now, especially in leadership positions?
It's much better. It's not as discouraging as it was maybe a decade ago. Women have had to fight very hard. They've had to confront a male-dominated society to achieve. We've had several success stories, starting from Niva Mwendwa, who was the first cabinet woman secretary. We've had people who have served. We've had an ICC judge, one of our own, Justice Joyce Alwach,
Right.
which is very, very commendable. Going forward, I think this is a time for everyone to unite for the cause of women. A very good example recently, Hillary Clinton was just about to make history as the first ever woman US elected president. She got so close, yet she was still very far.
Right.
So I think it's high time we copied Rwanda. Rwanda is one of the nations which has surpassed all expectations. In their parliament, they have more than 50% representation from women. In the cabinet, women are trendsetters. And it has always been proven, psychologists say, societies which are led and governed by women, they are more compassionate to the needs of society, unlike male-dominated societies. Yeah.
I mean, then that having been said, why are we having such trouble implementing the two-thirds gender rule? Many cite lack of political will. Some say it's lack of will from the women themselves. Others say women just don't support each other. I mean, why are we having such trouble?
I think one obstacle is, as you've mentioned, lack of political will from the ruling class. Because they will bring all manner of excuses. One such excuse was that implementing the two-thirds gender rule will be cost-effective, very expensive on the government in terms of a bloated wage bill. But then, not necessarily so. There are adequate mechanisms which can be used by legislation to make sure that as much as we increase the representation of women, you also scale down that one of men. Granted, if you say that, because what people have been saying that let women compete equitably with men for those political seats. But in some areas, especially the northeastern areas, which are Muslim-dominated, you find that custom traditions are heavily tilted against women. These are societies which are yet to fully open up to women leadership. So in some instances, you find that that affirmative action is very important. You need to boost women, and you need to give them incentives. Yeah.
All right, let's move away from that and take a look at